Okay.
Why do you think this issue matters to the farmers?
Well, as a farmer myself, I do think that it's important that we continue to be able to farm in the county. I mean, I'm probably one of the few people who taking a middle road on this thing. I do believe that there are zoning issues involved, and if you have too large of a farm store, you then do need to get involved with zoning and have the right permits to do so. But does Martha have the right that size? I don't know, and I need to find out more. I mean, she keeps claiming that everything she's growing on her property is stuff that everything that she's selling is the stuff that she's grown on her property, which under state law she would be allowed to do by right. The neighbors who are complaining that she is selling furniture and jams and other stuff that she's bringing in from outside. If she's doing that, it's clear that under the current zoning, you need to get that special permit, which costs $150, and it's a half-page form, a very simple thing. I have horse shows on my property. I had to get a special exemption. It's the way that life is in today's world. In order to be able to not offend the neighbors, we need to have these things. But, if she is a small farmer who is being beat up by selling her own goods, then no, it shouldn't happen. But
If you don't own a farm, why should it matter to someone like that?
If you don't own a farm, well, you're probably not living in Fauquier County unless you're living in the town. But, no, it's a matter, you can sort of talk about it in a more wide sense about the intrusion of government into your lives. I mean, if they're zoning this thing, what else are they going to zone? I mean, I think that there is a lot of noise going around here. I mean, she's accused of holding a friend's daughter's birthday party on her property without a permit, which is not what she's got accused of. She's accused of holding commercial events on the property. So I think that, that's not a problem for people. But, it's a question, though, of how much authority do you want to give to your zoning people, and it's much of what's going on, like in the winery ordinances that we have right now. It's, the neighbors, non-agricultural neighbors of some of these people don't want to have them having wineries up there, and so.
Why do you think the Board of Supervisors and the Zoning Board is taking action against this particular farmer when there may be other farmers in the county who have done basically the same things?
Well, for one thing, you've got the facts wrong there. The Board of Supervisors have not taken any actions against her. What has happened is a neighbor has made an allegation that she is in violation of specific things. The allegation has gone out to her, and this is what's going to be held by the Board of Zoning Appeals. She's claiming that she's not in violation. The neighbor claims that she is. They are going to adjudicate the matter today.
Do you have an opinion about what will happen to this farmer and how that decision will affect other farmers in the county?
My guess, from what I understand of the information at this point, and it certainly is imperfect, is that she is technically in violation of needing to get the farm sales permit. She should, I think that she may have to spend $150 and fill out the half-page form, which would have taken 5 minutes to do.
But if it's found that this is not the case and she has not violated any ordinances, how do you think that will, what can people do to help this assault on other farmers?
Well, if she's not guilty, it's not an assault on other farmers. I mean, once again, this is a neighbor versus neighbor issue, to be perfectly honest. And it's a matter of whether or not, is she violating local zoning ordinances? If she is, she is. If she's not, she's not. And the neighbor, who is named Phil Thomas, I'm not afraid to tell you who it is, he's complained several times. She's made now 3 formal complaints against this person. He lives right across the street. They don't get along. And, he wants her to go away, and she's not.
So do you think someone that makes unfounded charges against someone like this should be held accountable?
Absolutely, and I think that she can file a lawsuit against him for restraint of trade, and I wish she would.
Do you have any other opinions on the matter you'd like to put on record?
None beyond what I've already written in the paper.